If you don't understand money and skills, you'll lose in 2026. Let me be brutally honest with you. The world does not care how hard you work. It does not care how good your intentions are, and it definitely does not care how unfair things feel. The world rewards leverage, and in 2026, leverage comes from money literacy and real, monetizable skills. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people are running an outdated operating system in a hyper-accelerating world. They're playing a 2020 mindset game in a 2026 reality, and that's how you lose. Money is not evil. Ignorance is money is not the goal. Money is a tool. But if you don't understand how money works, inflation, cash flow, assets vs. liabilities, leverage, risk, then money will use you instead of the other way around. You'll work harder every year and somehow feel poorer. You'll earn more and still feel trapped. You'll wonder why you're running faster but going nowhere. That's not bad luck. That's lack of financial fluency, and here's the kicker. Nobody taught you this on purpose, so now it's on you. Skills are the real currency in 2026. You don't get paid based on effort. You get paid based on value creation. Value comes from skills that solve painful problems, scale with technology, are hard to replace, and get better with time. If your income depends on a single skill, a single employer, or a single system, you are fragile. And fragile people break when the world shifts. Strong people adapt. Antifragile people benefit from chaos. Skills make you antifragile. Harsh reality, check: AI will not replace you. Someone using AI with skills who understands money will. Automation doesn't eliminate opportunity. It exposes the unprepared. If you don't learn how to learn fast, how to sell value, how to build, create, analyze, or communicate at a high level, then yes, 2026 will be brutal. Not because you're not capable, but because you chose comfort over growth. Responsibility is the price of freedom. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop asking, "What should I do?" Start asking, "What must I become?" Because the market doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. The moment you take full responsibility for your income, your skills, your learning curve, your financial education, you stop being a victim of the system and start becoming a player in it. Final truth: 2026 will not be kind to the unskilled. It will not be patient with the financially illiterate, and it will not slow down for anyone. But if you understand money, if you build real skills, if you commit to daily growth, 2026 won't crush you. It will catapult you. The question isn't whether the world is changing. The question is, will you? And if you will start now, not tomorrow, not next year, now. Money is not just numbers on a screen or coins in a pocket. It is a language that the world speaks fluently, whether you realize it or not. And just like any language, if you can't understand it, you can't communicate with it, and you will be controlled by it. Most people treat money like a mysterious force that either blesses them or punishes them, but the truth is far simpler. Money responds to comprehension, not luck. You can work 80 hours a week, pour every ounce of effort into your grind, and sacrifice everything in the name of hustle. But if you don't understand the rules, the mechanics, and the patterns of how money moves, you will remain at its mercy. Money doesn't care about your noble intentions, your endless hustle, or the excuses you make when things don't go your way. It doesn't judge your ethics, your work ethic, or your sacrifice. Money is not moral, it is neutral. Its only allegiance is to understanding. The person who understands how to make it, manage it, multiply it, and protect it will rise, while the person who doesn't will endlessly chase it, constantly behind, constantly stressed, and constantly trapped in cycles that feel like punishment, but are really just results of ignorance. Understanding money means seeing beyond the surface. It means learning how to make your money work for you instead of you working for it. It means recognizing that every financial decision, big or small, is a form of communication. You are telling the world, your future self, and even your life priorities how you value your resources. When you grasp the language of money, you start seeing opportunities that others miss. You begin to recognize leverage, risk, and timing. You can separate emotion from calculation and fear from strategy. You start to understand that saving, investing, creating multiple streams of income, and learning the difference between assets and liabilities are not just financial tasks. They are fluency in a language that defines freedom. Without this fluency, no matter how hard you work, no matter how many sacrifices you make, you are simply running in a maze designed by the rules of money that you don't yet understand. The world has changed faster than most people can keep up with, and the old rules of go to school, get a degree, get a job, retire comfortably are gone. Titles don't last. Degrees don't pay the bills unless you pair them with real-world ability. The truth is simple. Skills are the new currency, and the more valuable, rare, and transferable your skills are, the more control you have over your life. In 2026, it won't matter what your title says on LinkedIn, how prestigious your alma mater is, or how many hours you've spent grinding at a company. What matters is what you can do, what you can build, create, solve, and deliver that others cannot. People who fail to understand this will be trapped in the illusion of security, thinking that loyalty to one company, one role, or one industry will protect them. Meanwhile, the world will move on, automated processes will replace outdated tasks, and emerging industries will demand expertise that was invisible yesterday. The truly prepared understand that skills compound. Every new skill you learn adds to your ability to earn more, create more, and have more influence over the circumstances of your life. But here's the catch: you can't buy skills, and you can't shortcut experience. They are earned through deliberate practice, experimentation, failure, and adaptation. The people who invest in their skills relentlessly are the ones who sleep at night knowing that no matter what happens, they can always create opportunity, generate value, and pivot to survive, and even thrive in chaos. Meanwhile, everyone else waits for a paycheck that may not exist tomorrow, hoping the system rewards loyalty instead of competence. If you want to win in 2026, you stop measuring your value by the job you hold and start measuring it by what you can actually do, by what problems you can solve, and by how quickly you can learn the next skill. The market demands comfort is seductive. It lulls you into routines, into believing that staying where you are, doing what you've always done, and avoiding risk will somehow protect you. But comfort is a trap. It's a slow-acting poison that steals your potential while making you feel safe. Every hour you spend avoiding discomfort, every choice you make to stay in your comfort zone, costs you exponentially more in the long run than any immediate pain of effort or risk. Growth, mastery, and real freedom come only when you step beyond comfort repeatedly, when you challenge yourself to learn skills that intimidate you, tackle problems that overwhelm you, and pursue opportunities that feel uncertain. The cost of staying comfortable is the loss of control, the erosion of resilience, and the slow suffocation of ambition. People who chase comfort today will find themselves irrelevant tomorrow, replaced by those willing to stretch, adapt, and endure short-term hardship for long-term gain. Comfort keeps you dependent, keeps you small, and keeps you locked in patterns that other people, and automation and the global economy can manipulate. The ones who win in 2026 understand that discomfort is a signal, not a threat. They embrace it because every uncomfortable experience is a lesson, every risk is a doorway, and every moment of pushing beyond what feels safe compounds into freedom, opportunity, and influence. When you commit to discomfort as a practice, when you choose growth over convenience, You stop being a passive participant in life and start becoming the architect of your own destiny. Here's the truth most people refuse to face. No one is coming to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not the system, not your parents, not your friends. Life isn't obligated to protect you, guide you, or hand you opportunities on a silver platter. And if you're waiting for someone else to fix your financial life, your career, or your skills, you are already behind. The harsh reality is terrifying, and that's exactly why it's liberating. Because the moment you accept that no one is coming to rescue you, you gain one of the most powerful freedoms in existence, full responsibility over your own life. No more excuses, no more blame, no more hoping someone else figures it out for you. You have the power to take control, and when you understand that power, it changes everything. Responsibility is not a burden, it is leverage. Every decision you make, every skill you learn, every dollar you earn, every risk you take becomes a tool you can control. You are no longer a pawn in someone else's game. You are the player, the strategist, the one calling the shots. And the beautiful part, once you embrace this mindset, fear loses its grip. Fear only exists when you feel powerless. Take the power into your own hands, and fear becomes fuel. You start to move faster, learn faster, and take risks that others avoid, because you know that success is not something that is given. It is something you take by mastering yourself, mastering your skills, and mastering money. People who live waiting for a savior are always at the mercy of external circumstances. People who accept full responsibility are always building, always creating, always winning, not because life is easy, but because they refuse to be victims of it. Every challenge becomes an opportunity, every setback becomes a lesson, and every moment becomes a chance to shape the future on your terms. Let me be blunt, 2026 is coming, and it's not going to wait for anyone. If you think you can coast, hope, or rely on luck, you're already losing. The world doesn't care about your intentions. It doesn't care how hard you work. It doesn't care how noble your hustle is. It only rewards understanding and execution. Money is a language, and if you can't speak it, it will control you. Most people treat money like some mysterious, magical force that either blesses them or punishes them. That's not how it works. Money doesn't respond to effort. It doesn't respond to sacrifice. It doesn't respond to excuses. Money responds to comprehension, understanding how money moves, how it grows, how it multiplies. That's the only thing that gives you leverage. If you're working harder than ever but don't understand the rules, you're a hamster on a wheel, running fast and going nowhere. When you understand money, you stop chasing it. You make it work for you. You start seeing opportunities others miss. You start turning knowledge into freedom, not stress, and that's a power no one can take from you. But money alone isn't enough. In 2026, skills are the new job security. Degrees expire, titles fade, employers come and go. What lasts is what you can actually do. Skills that solve problems, skills that scale with technology, skills that make you indispensable. If your income depends on a single skill, a single employer, or a single system, you are fragile. Fragile people break when the world shifts. Strong people adapt. Antifragile people thrive. Every skill you master is an asset that compounds, and the more you can do, the less anyone else controls your destiny. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort is seductive. It lulls you into routines and illusions that feel safe. But nothing good comes from staying comfortable. The cost of comfort is exponential. Every hour spent avoiding discomfort, every choice to remain safe, every risk you don't take compounds into missed opportunities and lost freedom. Growth comes from stepping into discomfort, embracing the unknown, and leaning into challenges that scare you. Those who push past comfort build resilience, power, and leverage. Those who don't get left behind, and here's the final brutal truth, No one is coming to save you, not the system, not your boss, not your friends, not your family. Waiting for someone else to fix your life is a losing strategy. But here's the best part. Once you accept it, you are free. Free to take full responsibility for your money, your skills, your learning, and your growth. Responsibility is leverage. It turns fear into fuel, chaos into opportunity, and setbacks into stepping stones. People who take full ownership are no longer victims. They become architects of their own destiny. 2026 is a battlefield. The world will reward those who understand money, master skills, embrace discomfort, and take full responsibility. If you don't, you'll lose. If you do, you'll thrive. You won't just survive, you'll dominate.